Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, your girl Basby, and once again, this is Basby TV. And today I'm recapping another one of my throwbacks, which is Loving Hip Hop New York, Season 2, Episode 1, Bitch, I'm Fuego. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right because I haven't studied Spanish in over 10 years, and I feel like I slandered that, so please be nice in the comments. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the show. Well, let's backtrack because I'm watching this show on Paramount Plus app, Plus stream app, and for some reason, Paramount jumps to the next episode without finishing out the first episode. So I didn't see the fight with Kimbella and them at the house. So it wasn't until I would watch episode 2 that I realized, hold up, somewhere it done skipped the whole thing. So now I know when it's asking go on here to the next episode or watch credits, that it's not saying that you're going to watch the credits. It's actually saying that you're going to watch the last basically 10-15 minutes of the fucking show. So let's backtrack. At the end of episode 1, I'm still pretty. Everybody is sitting down. Olivia came. Yandy, Chrissy, Somaya even came. Surprisingly, she was there. And Kimbella. They're all at Emily's little, get away from Fab celebration party of her moving out. So, Emily's basically pouring her heart out about, how difficult this is for her to move on from Fab and all of the awful things that Fab have done. And Kimbella felt moved in the atmosphere. And the Holy Ghost told her at that given time, let me go ahead and tell this girl that I used to fuck Fab 3 years ago when you were probably pregnant with your child. And she did that. And everybody is in shock. But Chrissy took it upon herself to go ahead and haul off on the damn girl because she was like, the shit was just trifling as a fuck. Which it was. Like, at this point in time, like, this is not the time and place to say that. Not in front of everybody. That shit is embarrassing. Like, then you should have called her out to lunch or whatever and told her that shit in private so that she could have processed it in her mind and maybe this would have been a better outcome. But you didn't. You decided to do it right then and there. So Chrissy went ahead and basically decked your lights out because she didn't like what you just did to her friend. And I don't blame her. If it was probably my friend, I probably would have did the same thing. Like, bitch, you embarrassed my friend, now I'm about to embarrass your motherfucking ass. Don't play with me. So Kimbella's on the floor because she basically done got knocked out her damn seat. Her dress done flew up. We realized that Kimbella done went commando and she got her whole oochie wally wally oochie bang bang out. Titties out. She's upset. So they have the, she's kicking because at this point, she's on the floor. She can't even get her ass up. Chrissy ain't giving her a chance. Like, Chrissy is going. So she kicking. So Chrissy is basically getting mad because the girl is defending herself and decides to basically try to stomp the girl out. So at this given time back then, Love and Hip Hop didn't have security. It was just the producers and stuff. Because remember last season, we ain't had no fight. We had a little argument, a little bickering, but we ain't had no fight. So they ain't never really thought that some shit would pop off. So they all having like the producers and people on set is like basically having to break them up. Kimbella's in the bathroom and she gets a good look at herself. Sees that, Chrissy really done got a good lick on her because, she got a nice little dot on her. So she wants to go back out there and fight, but the producer's not letting her back out there. So she's like in the mirror fixing herself up. And that's how we get the title of the episode, which is I'm Still Pretty, because this is what she's seeing in the mirror. They go back out into where the rest of the girls at. Emily is distraught and crying. Chrissy is mad as fuck. And she's like, every time I see this bitch, it's going to be a problem. And that's basically how that was left off. Chrissy wakes up the next day, it looks like. And she is processing what that happened because now she's realizing, oh shit, I done fought Jewel's baby mama, and Jewel and Jim are in the same group and is friends. Let me do some saving faith. So she tell Jimmy about what happened, and Jim is just basically like a little blow because in his mind he's thinking how this is gonna play out because he know how he would be if it was on the other way around, basically. So he's just hoping that him this does not affect the relationship between him and Jewels and them getting money. And Chrissy want to keep going on her own, but you know Jim, who don't have to be paying no attention to what she be saying in the first damn place, is not listening to her ass for real now because his mind is on, I really don't be caring about what you got going on, and I really got some other shit because you just want to be out here decking bitches in their fucking face. The next scene is Somaya Maurice. Somaya, new money, baby. What I tell y'all about this new money? New job. Got a little investor. Done got out that damn ad, baby. I'm at the dinner getting these teeth fixed. I do not blame you, baby. If y'all get them checks, y'all please fix your teeth. That is dental is everything with your health. Fix your teeth. So they're at the dentist and they're talking about the upcoming showcase that she got going on, and she's basically talking about how she wanted to be, and she is basically wanting it to be Coachella, Beyonce's Coachella on a shoot, I'm trying to think of what you could like not a high school talent show budget, a little better than that. When they have like the little small concert hall budget money. That's what she wants. And she's talking about her outfit and how she wants to be basically a mix between hip hop, Latina, and a superhero with a big old flower in her head. And this just reminds me of when Emily told you that your ass dressed tacky. Cause that's some tacky shit right there. And Maurice is just letting her know, like, hey, okay, you can worry about, your superhero, hip hop, Latino outfit later. You need to be worrying about getting your steps and everything together so that you're not, in the way of these dancers that you want. Cause she wants to be boy dancers at the dang old showcase. And somebody's like, I don't dance. I'm not Beyonce. We know. So she was like, I'm not Beyonce. I can't dance. And he was like, well, I'm not saying that you have to go out there with full choreo, but you at least need to know where to step, when to step on the stage, what side of the stage to be on, so you're not getting kicked in the head by any b-boy dancers. And she was like, what, I look like Nicki Minaj to you? No, you don't look like her either. But you need to be looking like at least Jocelyn, that we don't know of right now because at this point Jocelyn is known at this point. But you at least need to be on her level. Hell, do a little wine, step to the left. Went the wrong way. No, I might went the right way for y'all. But anywho, you need to do a little shimmy, little shake, move to the left. Anywho, so that's Somaya. She a hot mess. Yandy goes on ahead and meets up with Kim because of course she didn't meet up with Kim after the fight. She basically been hiding and ducking. So she meets up with Kim just to get an idea of what Kim's head is at and, trying to dig into what Joelle's head might be at because at the end of the day, Yandy is all about her bottom dollar. I cannot let this fuck up because while I might manage Jim, I know I get more money if Dipset is riding together because that's a bigger show. Because then that bring out all their fans. Because Dipset is Joelle's, Jim Jones, and Cameron. So that's a bigger crowd, which can bring me more money. So I'm not trying to mess up my bottom dollar. And Kim is just like, she's so confused. She don't really understand what was the problem. Like, what gave her the right to put her hands on her like that. And Yandy is put in perspective that maybe it's the fact that everybody is just used to his old girlfriend, who I believe she said was around for like 8 years. And now you're new to the scene, and then you kind of drop that bomb on these group of girls that have been hanging out with each other for, X amount of time. And it just was not the right time and the right place. Somaya and Maurice is practicing for this showcase, and unfortunately Somaya is upset because she cannot have her b-boy dances because it just did not fit the budget. Maurice was like, hey, yeah, we was going to have them, but when we was going to have, they changed the price from what we said at first. They changed it, and we just can't afford to have them. So I got you these 3 dancers. They're some good dancers. You just going to have to deal with them. But Somaya is like, no, this is not gonna work, blah blah blah, and she's yelling and she's mad, and I want them to start break dancing right now. Let me see some break dancing right now. They can't break dance for you because they're not break dancers, baby. Did you not just hear what this man just said? So Maurice is getting mad because he's like, well, you talking to me and I'm the one who got you to this point and da 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 da. And somebody's like, you ain't get me nowhere. I got myself here. And it's basically all throwing shots on who made who made what. And I'm looking like y'all is arguing about something that y'all didn't make nothing because we don't know her. We only know her because of this show. And I'm sorry, even after the show went off, I did not find myself Googling none of Somaya Reef's music. None of it. So she's still an unknown artist. What are we arguing about? Crazy. But Maurice is starting to see that, Somaya, you getting the big head. Like, you think you up here, and baby, we have not reached that point. We're still right here. We just done made it out the attic. They got a little investor money. Yandy gets Somaya, Olivia, and Emily together because she wants to see where all the other girls' heads is at after this fight. Because at the end of the day, Kimbella is her friend, and Yandy is going to be around this group of girls, and she wants to be able to bring Kimbella around. Everybody really didn't have an opinion except for Olivia. Olivia was like, maybe it's because of the ex-baby mama thing, and that's what Yandy thought the first time. And everybody else is just really making a joke of it. Even, Emily is kind of cracking a little joke here and there. And it's starting to piss Yandy off because she's like, damn, is everybody just eating at the palms of Chrissy's hands? Like, do nobody have no type of thought process for themselves? Like, I'm trying to see what's going on here. I want to know, can my friend come or not? So Somaya changes up the subject and she's talking about her showcase, and then she invites all the girls. And everybody's like, yeah, they're going to come except for Olivia. So she was like, well, Olivia, why are you not coming to my showcase when I just invited you to it? And she was like, oh, girl, I'm still not your friend. Like, after everything that happened last season, I'm not your friend. And she was like, I'm not about to come out and support you after all you did last season. And so Somaya pointed out what everybody else probably in America was thinking. Olivia, you got the big head. Somaya, you got the big head too. And y'all one of the same person. Because you think you on a high level, and Olivia, you think you on a higher level when y'all both is right here. Y'all both right here. A little reality show thing. Because at the end of the day, after the reality show went off, the talk of you and her was off. Period. Emily and Somaya meets up to go on hand and start trying to put together some outfits for Somaya's showcase. And Emily comes up with like some dresses that she thinks that Somaya should have wear, and it was like a sleeveless or one sleeve dress, and Somaya's just like, she's not comfortable wearing dresses or definitely no sleeves because she's been shot and she has gunshot wounds, and she's not comfortable with that. And Emily feels like that's just an excuse. She feels like, Emily got the little jiggle in her arms. Yeah, that. And she feels like that's why you're uncomfortable wearing sleeveless dresses. But and in the day, I'm looking like, I don't even think the girl would look good with a sleeveless dress. She kind of like broad shoulder-ish. I think we need to. But anywho. So they start. So Somaya gives her superhero hip hop Latino flower with a hat. Because then she had a hat in there. And Emily looking like, baby, I am not a costume designer. I put outfits together. I put pieces together to make a coherent outfit. You got the wrong person. You need to find somebody who can design you a costume. So Emily does the best she could, and she comes out with a bunch of dresses and stuff and accessories and things like that for her to try on. And while the outfits are cute, I just don't think it fits the theme of what Somaya music does. Like, I feel like if you was putting those outfits on Olivia, it would have worked, but she needed something a little different. Something that you see the other rap girls in, like the Cardi B's, who's not out here by now. The Nicki Minaj's, like Nicki Minaj ain't rapping in no cocktail dress. So, just like me, Somaya is not pleased with the choices that she has been presented. Kimbella meets up with Emily because she do want to clear the air with Emily, and she wants to apologize because she like, it was never my intention to hurt your feelings. I just did not want to sit in your face knowing that I have slept with your man and still kiki and ha with you. And Emily was like, well, you did hurt my feelings, but whatever. And she's like, so what was it? Were y'all dating? Was y'all sleeping? Were y'all just sleeping around? And Kimbella was just like, well, I was single and I thought he was too, basically, and we just was doing that. And she's like, what that mean? Y'all was fucking, like, Emily, don't ask questions that you already know. What you think the people was doing? Going to the movies? Having dinner with each other? Yes, they was fucking. Yes. They was hitting it. He hit that. Come on. So she basically kind of throws in Kimbella face, put a little bug in the ear, like, okay, you don't understand now because you just now get into this position where women is throwing their men at you, and you might have to face the same situation that I'm in now. And Kimbella kind of sitting there like, okay, damn girl, you're not gonna forgive me. And I'm looking like, Emily, as bad as it was, and as stupid as it was for her to do it right then and there at that moment, you really can't be mad at this girl because nobody knew you were dating Fabulous. Nobody. So it's not unrealistic to think that this girl did not know that he had a girlfriend. It's not unrealistic to think because nobody else knew that y'all was dating. You said to yourself he keeps you a secret. So I just feel like she needs to go ahead and give the girl another chance. Like Kimbella said, it might look to you a different way, but I am not the type of person that you think I am. Yandy gets Chrissy together and they goes to get their nails done. She just want to know what Chrissy had is after the fight. And Chrissy was like, it was fucked up for me to do, but I don't feel bad for popping that girl in her lip. And that you can feel that way. I feel that. Like, it's wrong, but at the end of the day, somebody had to do it. Because my friend was going to do it, so I was going to do it for her. It was not going to be just my friend embarrassed at her party. Somebody else going to be embarrassed today, too. And she just wants them to smooth it over and talk it through so everybody's cohesive. Because, once again, Yandy is thinking about the fact that, hey, y'all, you just thought that your boyfriend's group mate, baby mama. We got to get this shit straight. But Chrissy just not seeing it at this point, and she really just don't give a damn. So Yandy decides she's just going ahead and change the subject and start talking about the Mama Jones diss record. And Chrissy damn sure didn't want to start talking about that. She was just not wanting to hear about that at all. So Yandy took it upon herself to buy Chrissy a present, and it turns to be a self-help guide to being a better daughter-in-law. And of course, that did not sit well with Chrissy at all. Somaya is still practicing for her showcase. And she's mad at this point because Maurice is not doing his job. She's having to rehearse in her house. Sorry, I can't never speak. Let me clear my damn throat. She having to rehearse in her house, and she feel like Maurice is just not on his job. So Maurice gets there, and she basically starts going off, and Maurice like, well, I do got you set up, but you gotta scale back. What you trying to do? We don't have the funding for. And she's basically telling him that's his problem, blah blah blah. And Maurice is at this point is fed up with Somaya cussing at him and having this Mariah Carey diva antics, and he's just like, hey, listen, you can cut it out because I can shut all this down right now. And somebody's like, oh, what you think you gonna do? You gonna quit? He's like, I'll pull the invest out. And he said, you know what, and forget it, I quit. And Somaya is just like, oh, whatever, you ain't really gonna quit because you need me. Who gonna why you gonna give up your percentage of $1 million? I was like, $1 million deal? That man invested $1 million in Somaya? Okay. All right. But she was just like, "You not about to miss out on that money." Well, she was gooned because his ass so fucking did. Chrissy decides that she's want to take Emily out to dinner because she want to apologize for ruining Emily's party. And Emily's like, "You didn't ruin my party. Kimbella did. And, I'm kind of happy that you did hit her in her face because at that given time, I was stuck. Like, I didn't know what to say." And Chrissy is like, "Yeah, I understand. That's why I did it for you. But you really need to learn how to take up for yourself." And I'm like, "Chrissy, if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't have reacted so quick. Nah, never mind. She probably would have. She probably would have. But Emily's not that type of person. And I'm not gonna lie, if somebody came to me like that, like it might took, it would have hit me a little hard too. Like I would have been a little in shock, trying to collect my thoughts, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm about to say. While I'm trying to like hold back my tears too. Like, damn, it's dead in my face now that this man cheats on me. Damn. But anywho, Chrissy changed the subject and starts talking about, Somaya moving out, how Somaya was not Somaya talking about Emily moving out and how she talked to Fabulous about the move out. And she said, "Yeah, he understood where I was coming from, and I'm just hoping that him seeing me move out and being on my own and being this strong, independent woman, that he see what he's missing and basically want to come back." And I'm just thinking to myself, girl, if that man don't want you, it don't matter if you're a weak woman, a strong woman, an independent woman. He just don't want you. That's not what he want to do right now. Fabulous. I wouldn't say he young, but he probably was young. I wouldn't say maybe like, and I'm talking like 30s young, in that range, because I'm pretty sure he was nowhere in his 20s. I'm dead sure of that. I'm pretty damn sure he had to be in his 30s. But he rich, young, got all this money. Fabulous ain't no ugly dude, chip tooth and all. Like, he's still handsome as a fuck. So dude just probably just want to play the field until he can't play the field no more, and then he gonna decide to settle down with you once he ain't got nothing else to give to the rest of the bitches in the world. Somebody is still working her little heart out on her showcase. It's the night of the showcase, and she's practicing, and she's trying to do this Egyptian platform thing that they carrying her out on. Them boys drop her ass. She don't hurt herself. She's getting nervous because it's the day of the showcase and this shit is not right. But she gonna pull it through, y'all. She gonna pull through. So the night of the performance, Emily, Chrissy, Yandy, and Olivia, surprisingly, she showed her ass up. But of course, why would you not show up? You get paid by episode, so you need to be in the fucking episode and every scene that you can be in. They show up and, somebody should come out. Now, I'm going to tell you, the rap part was good. The songs were, good. I still wouldn't download them, but they was good. And the thing was, she did need some more practice. She needed a little more practice. The outfits did not coordinate with what she had going on. She came out in this pink, glittery, sequence dress with these shoes. Oh, the shoes was just awful. They were awful. Somaya, I feel like Somaya probably has really big feet because Somaya is tall. So Somaya probably walking around with some 11s or some 12s. And it's hard for a girl with big feet to find some cute heels. Coming from a girl with big feet, her damn self, it's hard finding some cute heels. But I don't know if Fashion Nova was around by this time, but Somaya, if you're still having a hard time finding you some heels in your size that's cute, go ahead and go to the Fashion Nova because they have some really cute shoes on there, and the wardrobe has some cute shoes and big girl size and big feet sizes too. But you gotta act fast because it don't be that many, so they get sold out real fast. But you gotta act fast and get shoes. So the first outfit was just a no-go for me. It just did not match the energy of the performance, the song, nothing. Now, the next outfit she came out in was this all-black ensemble, which matched the lyrics of the song or whatever. And the problem was, her pants wasn't zipped up. They wasn't even just not zipped up. They wasn't even buttoned up. It was just like I threw the pants on or whatever. And to tell you the damn truth, the pants looked like they might have been a little too little. and that's why you wasn't like quick enough to put it on, and the music was going, so you had to go ahead and jump back out on stage. So she didn't realize her pants was unbuttoned until somebody in the audience pointed out. But the show must go on. But I'm like, somebody, next time somebody points out that something that simple is wrong, girl, you should just, do a little 2-step to the back, turn around, zip it up, turn back around, and like that, stay on beat. Because I'm like, it's like a simple zoop. At least to pull it back up, but that's why I think the pants might be a little too tight, because she looked a little stuffed in her outfit. So after the performance, we gotta go back to our cackling crew, and everybody is gonna say it was better than the spoken word thing that she had going on last season. They'll give her that. They say, it's still like she still need a little work, but it's much better. And Olivia is, of course, I don't like that bitch. So the shit was tacky. It was sorry. Blah 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 blah. Just basically nothing but negative things to say. So in old Mona Scott Young damn fashion, her messy ass start playing Mama Jones this record in the damn club. And so Yandy, everybody's laughing, da da da. Yandy finds it, okay, we all laughing and joking, and she gets up and starts doing a little nails like, I'm scarlet, bitch, 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 bitch. She said, ain't that how it go? That was the dance. That was the dance. So Olivia laughing, but Olivia like kind of catches Chrissy in the corner of her eyes and caught the cue that Chrissy is not happy about that shit. So Yandy says out, she's like, Clue, this is a fuck. Talking about, so what? What's the problem? And so Chrissy basically like, oh, so you think that's cute? You think that's a good thing for you to be doing, is standing up and bopping to her music? And she's like, what's wrong? It's a cute little song. I mean, Chrissy like, besides this fact, it's a diss record. Besides, it's a diss record to you. Take the part out that she's talking about you and listen to the song. The shit is good. It's a good song. But Chrissy ain't trying to hear that shit. So she was like, oh, what would you do? Would you manage Mama Jones? And she was like, well, if there was money to be made, yes, I would manage Mama Jones. And he said, and so that offends Chrissy. And so she was like, what about Kimbella? I hear you managing Kimbella. And she was like, well, there has been we've been speaking on it, but it's nothing in stone. She said, well, would you manage Somaya? She's like, if there was a talent to be managed, yeah, I will manage her. And she was like, oh, so you're just managing anybody, so what's Jim to you? She's like, well, that's my brother, that's a whole nother level. And she's like, yeah, exactly, a whole nother level, and you need to keep it that way, because all you keep talking about is money to be made. And I'm looking like, Chrissy, she a manager. That's what she do for a living. That's her main job. She got a lot of side hustles, but her main job is to be a manager. And I don't know no managers that do that for a hobby. Of course, it's about the fucking money. So then she was like, well, that's not the same level that me and Jim is on, because if that was, I would have left a long time ago. So Chrissy started hitting her like, whoa, what you mean? What you mean? She was like, if it was all about money, I would stop managing Jim Jones. And she's like, you need to watch what you're saying, this and that. It's like, no, Chrissy, for real, fuck what you talking about. You think your man is high. And I mean, that's your job to make sure you think your man is high. But at the end of the day, I only know 2 Jim Jones songs. 2. We Fly High and Pop Champagne. Them the only 2 songs I know. And I'm talking about just Jim Jones, not what Dip said. Just them 2 songs. I don't know how high he is in New York, but in the rest of the world, down here, them the only songs that we heard of his that was making waves on the radio. And so, yeah, and mind you, this show came out. Matter of fact, where's my phone? Because I need to look. Never mind, I can't find the shit. I don't know where it's at. But I know this show came out after I left high school. And I remember We Fly High was like 2000. I graduated in 2009, so it had to be like 2000, between 2007 2008, had to be, because I remember being in my computer class and my teacher always made them corny ass jokes about that damn song. So this show came out after that, so he had no hit since. So Chrissy, stop plan. So, you know, she started basically trying to throw her weight around, talking about, oh, it's going to be some respect giving. It's going to be some respect giving. And when I get home, basically what she said is Yandy, I'm about to go tell on you and tell my man what you said, that he don't really make you no money like that. Basically. Yeah, well, that's about it from that episode. It's much better this season. Like, that first season was so boring. Oh my god. It was like nothing going on between these girls except for that stupid shit with Somaya. So it's good to have like some more faces, some more stuff going on in this season. But anywho, if you liking the content, go ahead and like the video. If you're feeling your girl, go ahead and subscribe. And if you care, you shall share the video. And until next time, bye.